Morning. Thank you for joining me. My name is Hector, and I'm recording this on April the 20th, a Monday. And today, kind of like the header of our email said, we want to talk about three things. We want to talk about the NFL. I know. We're going to talk about meteor showers. I know. And then we're going to really talk about the stock market and why is it going up if if the economy is so bad. And that's a really good question. And I'm going to try to tackle that here in just a minute. The first thing I want to talk about is the NFL. Why is that a big deal? Well, if you're a Cowboy fan, we're hoping to get a good draft and get a bunch of really good football players on our teams, and we have a great year. But for America, I think as a whole, I'm praying that this is kind of a turning point that will get us more optimistic and get us back into a path of normalcy, into what's being called a new normal. In New York City after 9/11, it was a regular baseball game, but it was the first game after 9/11, and President Bush went in through the first pitch, and that seemed to turn the mood of the country. It didn't cure it, but it was a step, and I'm praying for and hoping for that this on Thursday night, as insignificant as it is to some of the problems that we're facing, will be a step towards that new normalcy. Also, a Tuesday and Wednesday night here in the Metroplex, we're going to have meteor showers. And of course, we're praying that we have clear skies so we can see them. We can appreciate them, your kids can appreciate them, and our grandkids can appreciate them. And I'm probably not going to look like this, but when this happens, when I'm involved in stuff like this and get to see this stuff, kind of just puts all of my problems in perspective. We're such a small part of such a great creation. But the real question that I wanted to talk about today was, why is the stock market going up if the economy is so bad? And I have had that question come at me in a couple of different forms, and I think it's a good one. When I started in the business in 1993, they taught me that the Wall Street is always 6 to 18 months ahead of Main Street. And so what's happening today, investments have already been made. So if we think back just in this time, back in February and early March, even though people were still working and businesses were still going good and the economy was going really well, the stock market started to slip really bad. We had days where we lost 1,000 points, and then 1,000 points, and then 2,000 points, and that was bouncing back and forth, even though things were still pretty good. Well, what the market was anticipating is what's happening now. And so today what's happening is they're looking forward, and it seems like the stock market is seeing a path forward. Don't know if that's going to come quickly or if it's going to take a minute, but the market seems to be indicating that there is a path forward. So we feel confident that in some period of time, whether it's a year or 2 or 5, we'll look back and then be grateful that we took we had an opportunity to buy some of the companies we like in these kind of prices. Remember, we're not a stockbroker, we're a wealth management company, but we like putting good quality stocks in our clients' portfolios. What kind of stocks? Good question. Warren Buffett says, buy what you know. And so we try to do that. We try to look around and see what we're using, what we're buying. And if those companies have strong balance sheets and good customer loyalty, we like to add those into the portfolio. As an example, if you have an iPhone and an Apple Watch and an iPad and an Apple TV like we have, you might want to think about owning a company like Apple. Things like that. Next question I get, is it too late? Have I waited too long? I wanted to put some money to work. Has the market come back? Is it too high to put money in? Well, certainly would have been better to put money in a month ago, but would have been harder because the world was ending a month ago. And so we're encouraging people to put money in their accounts, and we keep it in cash. We decide what companies we look at and when we want to get in at what price. And then we're not out of the woods yet. I think we're into for some more volatility. And when we do have a pullback, we can try to get some good entry points to some of these companies. Well, that's about all I have today. Thank you for sticking out to the very end. We are praying for you and your family. We pray that you have a blessed day. We pray that you stay healthy. And we look forward to talking to you again very, very soon. God bless.